As soon as I see it over on the side, we will begin. There it is. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins and ghouls, and spelunkers of all ages. I am Natanis, Likens, and that actually worked really well. Spelunkers of all ages. I like that one. We're back in Terraria, so we got a lot to do. I left off with we started the elevator, and well, technically it's not a elevator. We started cording off the corruption, so we need to get back to doing that and like see where we can go with that. One of the things we need to do while we're doing this is also get as much iron as possible, because we've got to make buckets. We're gonna need somewhere to store all the water that we come across. I don't want to waste it, so we're gonna like save up the water. So let's go ahead and get back into this. And it looks like actually we got some up there on our hot bar, tungsten. That shouldn't be there. Where is our tungsten? It's there. So we got sapphires we can add there. That is a blood orange. Yeah, we got 10 buckets right now. We need a lot more buckets, so. Because that's platinum. Oh yeah, we got extra wood here. Not really sure what to do with this wood. We're just gonna throw it here for now. Do we have our do we have our can I talk? Do we have our mana maxed out? I don't think we do. There's an easy way to tell. Where were those? Actually, I don't think I even needed to take them into my inventory. Put those there. Get these torches here, we'll put those there, and then yeah, okay, so our mana is now maxed out. Our health is not. We still got a whole other row of hearts to get. Whoops. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Let me go this way. Hi, slime. I was about to say, can you even see that on YouTube? Yes, yes you can. It's not that difficult to see that. It's a little bit dark for me, but here, that'll help see me. Ow, ow. Oops. I'm a little bit annoyed at the controls right now, because this is definitely like frustrating. But I miss having the mouse and keyboard for this. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do that, but oh no. No, 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 no. I'm not ready for that. Get me out of here. No, I need to go down the hole. And say this is where we're going to have an issue because we need to get all this water out of here. Isn't there a way for me to... I'm pretty sure there's a way for me to set up a teleport back to my actual home. Okay, let's just do this because I can see this. I don't know what this is. It's 10. I can't really tell where I'm standing though. You know, we might need to... just do that and sit here and regen. I do see this though. We may have to go off and do like something else because we really need to find more iron in order to get enough buckets to get this out of here. Oh look, here's a tree. Oh. I believe this is silver. I was about to say, I think this is platinum, but I thought about for a second, I was like, no, that might be silver, but I wasn't entirely sure. No. That needs to be down there. And hopefully we can find a lot of good material. Speaking of a lot of good material, like, ask and thou shalt receive. Like, we immediately got a little section here. This is gonna be a problem though. Oh, I hear you. I don't know what you're doing, but I hear you. The only reason I'm doing that right now... is because we don't really have a place to put water, so best I can do is just shove it down there for now. We ought to go back to the base and do that, but to be perfectly honest, until we get like a lot more buckets, because we're really gonna need more buckets. You can see that we're not gonna be able to do this. Like even those tins not really enough. I really want to change my location there. Okay, the bird got it. Like, how much? We got 10, we got 100. Okay. Really? We need to get down to lava so I can build some traps to kill all the zombies. Alright. I mean, we're not done with that, but... Ow! Hello! Where'd that come from? It's been alright. Hello. We got yo and hello. That's not your names. Where did that notification come from? Because I don't have any notifications set up. They just bellowed in my ears just then. Hello, welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to read that. So we've got I don't even know how to pronounce that, but then we got two chatters. So we got one asking how my day's been. My day's been all right. Haven't really done a whole lot. I did some extra shopping that I missed out on yesterday because I was stupid and just forgot to get stuff. And then watched a little bit of some kind of TV program. I don't even know what to call it. It's about like strange people with fascinating stories. So yeah, it's been kind of uneventful today. We just barely got started here. And then the second question we got, and I'm not even sure I understand what they're asking. Does anyone know here well experience with wasps? Okay, I'm guessing that is a real life situation. I have no idea what you're talking about. Wasps? I'm not really sure how to answer that. The only thing I can really say is don't bug the bugs. And I just completely forgot why we came back here. I'm still like, where did that notification come from? But how are you guys doing? Apparently, gaming beta is dealing with some wasp. Doesn't sound good. I have no idea. What kind of wasp? UH wasps? Not really sure. I don't know how to answer that one. Okay, so we completely forgot what we came here for. We came here to make some more buckets. So that's 20. We still got plenty of iron, so let's see. Another 10 is going to cost me 20, so... Oops. Let's just go ahead and make a few more because I overdid that. Okay. Oh, we got a top hat. Yep, top hat. Don't know what to do with the top hat. Can we just... No, this doesn't work the same. Alright. Let's go back and finish what I was doing. As far as the wasp situation, like, just don't bother them. You can, like, trap them in some kind of cup and then take them outside. Don't use your hand or anything. Use, like a piece of paper or something. Like, put the cup over the top of the wasp and then, like, slide a piece of paper underneath the glass and, like, hold your hand over the glass. It shouldn't bug them, so they're not gonna, like, bother you. And then you can just easily take them out that way. Just take them outside. Granted, you'll probably have to do that, like, one at a time. And if it does become a problem, yeah. But then again, I don't know if you're talking about actual wasps, because that doesn't... To me, that doesn't really sound like you're talking about actual wasps. It seems like you may be mentioning something else. We're just gonna go ahead and do this. Because we got a lot to do right here in order to prep for when we later get to what door are they knocking on? Because I heard that. Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you on that one. At first I thought you were asking about, like, WASP and Ultra Hardcore. And I don't do hardcore in anything. Like, screw that game mode. Like, no way am I doing Ultra Hardcore in anything. I can barely survive on one life in anything else. That's why I also don't do, like, Nuzlocks. Because, no. Things happen. Like, I have the worst amount of luck a person could possibly have. It's no joke. It's no fun. I still think this is funny how we accidentally made our character look like Gambit. I wonder if you could do a build where you are effectively Gambit. Yeah, I can't think of anything that would that you could do that with. Like, I don't even know if there's any kind of weapons that you could do that with. So there's another water pocket over there, because that's um, a jellyfish. I couldn't think of the name of it for a half second. I was like, it's a creature that swims in the water. What is it called? What is it called? Jellyfish. How are you guys? Like, one of the common questions I get about this is, have I played Terraria before? Yes. Yes, I have. On the PC. This is not the PC version. This is my Switch version. And I did that solely because I haven't really touched it, and I might as well do it. And one of the advantages of it is, ow, I could actually, like, go and, like, AFK in something, as far as my PC is concerned. Really. I was about to say, why can't I move? And then suddenly I could move again. But yeah, this is just something to allow me to actually use my Switch, because we are playing like a couple of different Switch 2 games. And if I really wanted to, I could sit in AFK in Minecraft. I could sit in AFK in um, Empyrean, or if I was playing on stream Satisfactory, I could AFK in that to, like, build up resources. That's the whole goal of that. Ah, you stupid. I really wish there was a quicker select function. We need to do one little thing here, because I'm not really using those too much. Hi. I mean, we go to clear that out. That's going to take a long time. But as I stated, we got to make like a water reservoir at some point. I am getting a little bit better with controlling where exactly I'm aiming to activate the grappling hook. I am getting very... I mean, I am getting better at that. Yeah, no problem, dude. You get a whole situation with wasps, so go take care of that. And thank you for being here. Oh, I'm like way off. There's nothing I can do about the stupid window behind me. If I could. Why aren't you moving? Some more silver. Really? Is this tin or is this iron? It looks like iron. And there's definitely a resource tree below us. Is this one diamond? Who's this one? Yeah, it's diamond. We didn't get a resource back though. What I mean by that is we didn't get a acorn. Hmm. More shurikens. I have like a ton of shurikens now. Ah. I know the whole reason I even got into this to begin with is there is a streamer who goes by the name Sloth Monster. I saw him playing this on occasion, and I didn't understand like why he had a whole bunch of NPCs in holes. And when I asked about it, he was like, "Oh, they're vendors. We're keeping them like safe." And I don't think I ever actually watched a whole lot after that because I was so intrigued by the gameplay that I went ahead and got it. Now, I do want to clarify that I got the PC version first. I I later bought the Switch version because I thought I would like have time for it because I was doing quite a bit of traveling at the time. And I thought that that would be a good a good thing to get because this is a grindy thing and I had plenty of time, so I figured, let's go ahead and get Terraria because I do enjoy this so much. I don't see anything dangerous right here. Of course, I don't see anything that's really worth it either. Just to be perfectly honest. Where should we go from here? Realistically, we're just looking for iron so we can make more buckets. That looks like a cobweb. Is that all my platforms? No. Hmm. Oh, that looks like a bit of iron right there. I still haven't decided, like, what class I want to try and build. I keep thinking I need to look it up and go from there. But I'm still honestly thinking, like, maybe we should just let the game decide. Like, whatever it hands us, we'll use for a time. Oh, look. Give me this. Excuse me. Like, let me through here. You should not be here. That is honestly not a good sign. Why are you putting it there? I was going to say, why won't it let me put it on the wall? Firefly statue, grasshopper statue, then a queen statue, and that looks like... That looks like we had a small problem. That's what that looks like. We gotta go up to this. A bow statue. I'm starting to wonder if we should try and play archer. I mean, the game seems to be loving throwing. Can I have the weapon, please? The game seems to be loving throwing stuff related to an archer at us. But man, we play archer in so many different things. We're doing archer in 7 Days to Die right now. Well, we're not really playing archer in several different things. 7 Days to Die is like the only game that is truly like you have to spec in a weapon. I would count Minecraft in that, but that's technically not right. That's gonna get broken here in a second. Oh, are you kidding me right now with this? I don't think that's... Oh, it is iron. It's iron and platinum. Oh, where's all this water going? Where is it coming from? It's coming from somewhere up there. You know, maybe we should go ahead and set up a water reservoir. But that, I'd rather wait on that because that takes a lot of time. However, you know, thinking about it, we're trying to cordon off a couple of areas. We really just need a lot more material. I don't see any explosives. Oh, there's an extractor there. Actually, I know what I can do. So we got an extractor. Do these stack? Yes, they do. Okay. We can't really get any more water right now, so let's go back to base. Is there not a way for me to set up where exactly? Where exactly? Please move. That was weird. Because I don't remember if you can or cannot move where your teleport is. Okay, hang on. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. That was the wrong button. That can stay there. That needs to come with me. That needs to go to its proper home. I have a specific spot for you. You know, I don't even know where I actually moved that stuff to. Okay, so those do stack in this. Interesting. Nope. That I did not know. Why is that door open again? Okay, this... Why did all this get... I could have sworn I put those down there. And they're in the wrong place. Oh, it's because we hit sort. Duh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a genius here. I repeat, we have a genius. Okay, really, you need to go somewhere else. And then you... I don't really have a use for you yet. We will later. I almost feel like I should have divided this whole area up a little bit more. Because trying to make that jump when you got a whole bunch of chests there, that's so annoying. Okay, I really don't know what to do with the hat. Because we got some gear here, but none of it is vanity items. You know what? Let's take this one. I thought I had more stuff somewhere. Is it this one? No. We'll put the vanity items here. I probably should put a sign up there too that says vanity. Actually, that bamboo can go away. Yeah, we're just gonna shove the bamboo here for now. Hi there. So what about you guys? What classes, if you are currently playing Terraria, what classes are you playing as? And what do you suggest that I play? Because I primarily have played nothing but Summoner. I haven't been tempted to try anything else. And for this, being that we are on the Switch version, I want to try something else. I know it's going to be a little bit harder with the control setup, but I'm really curious, like, what everybody else is playing out there. And you, over on YouTube, when you start watching this after the stream is over, what do you play? What is your primary goal? One of the things that I have wanted to do for like forever is get like a group together and each one of us picks a class and that's what we're going to play as the entire time. Yeah, there may be some items that cross over, but that's not really a big deal. I know one thing is going to be absolute hell trying to get all that water out there later. There is method to my madness though. Let's go ahead and get this. No comments, huh? I don't really see a reason to continue on that way. So we got this here. Yeah, I see that over there. Might as well start making my way towards it. I'm actually surprised at how early we were able to get to this stuff. I thought this was a material that you needed, that you could only get in hard mode. Apparently I'm wrong on that, and you can actually get this a lot sooner. No, that's not what I meant to do there. Oh look, here's some sapphires here. I'm still thinking about like making a whole new grappling hook, just so we can have a blue one. No other reason. I mean, you know, blue is one of my channel colors, so I don't see it to be unreasonable not to get that. Ah! Stop, stop, stop. You stupid slime. I am tempted just because of those things to play Summoner. Because this is honestly like annoyingly, it's not like difficult, it's just the way this game controls on the Switch is so annoying. Like trying to switch between the Will you stop? Like I was saying, trying to control this here is so annoying. Like, I feel like a summoner would be a lot easier to play on the Switch. Like, just Featherfall. Hmm. I also can't imagine trying to play Archer in this now that I think about it. Archer and Mage? Like, how does that even work on this? You stupid bats, like, go away. Oh. Oh, I see you. Hang on. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's a lot. Like, I saw the explosives and I kind of figured there's probably like a falling rock somewhere above that. There's 5. That's a lot. Um, I couldn't tell if the falling rocks were hitting me or if that was the... Ow. We need to make ourselves a bonfire and heal. So bad. And I don't think there's anything else to worry about. I think we got all the traps. I don't see any more explosives or anything like that. There's a lot of wires, though. A lot of wires. I wish I could get those. We don't have the wiring tool. Oh, that's why there's 2 lines there, because there were 2 dart traps there. Excuse you? I am just trying to heal up before I activate this. I'm pretty sure we got everything, so we shouldn't take any damage. Let alone die. Okay, we got another pair of Hermes boots. And that's it. Nothing really to take home about. Water walking. We don't need water walking. We've got the water walking boots. I think that's exactly the same stat we got. Oh no, we got 2% melee speed. That was, I think that was 2% water walking. Dead man's chest. Collects nearby drop. What? Collects nearby dropped items when signals when opened. So interesting. When signaled. I don't really know how signals work in Terraria. I haven't messed around with wiring too much in this. It hasn't really been until recently where I was really getting into like technical aspects of video games. Like we went absolutely haywire with redstone in Minecraft. Oh, I see that. Now the question is how to get to it. Like that. Oh, it put it in our... Boom, 260. It looks like there's another trap up there. It looks like there was a trap here. Hmm. Oh no, it was a chest, a barrel. You know what I'd love to know is why I still, after we made this character, why does it sound like it's female? I really wonder. What do I really wonder about? Like, I'm still thinking, like, what should I do? I mean, I'm thinking, like, I want to try warrior, but warrior requires a lot of different weapons for different situations. And one of the key weapons for a warrior is the yo-yo. And what I'm noticing is, like, because of the way the game controls compared to the PC version, um, we've got spear. We got a real disadvantage on changing weapons. The PC version is just far superior in that aspect. Just far superior. Oh, there's a boulder up there. Where I wonder where the trigger is for that. I have a plan to get that. So I got a sneaking suspicion my plan may backfire on me right here. Hold that thought. All right, sorry about that. Where is my that one? Yeah, that was my insurance company. They were calling about they were calling about an accident uh from like a month ago. It's not a huge deal. It's nothing for me to worry about. It's they so in order to try and get the car like repaired as fast as humanly possible, we did some things, and I knew it was going to be like problematic at a later date, and that today's a later date. Like, okay, now we got to deal with that. So, um, I should have already contacted them about that. But that's fine. They got in touch with me, so we can get it fixed. The car's already out of the shop. I've got it back, and the repairs were finished. It ended up costing way more than my insurance company was willing to pay for. Sometimes I really don't like them. Not only has it been like costing me like way more than usual here lately to pay for the repairs, pay for my bill, but the actual service that I get from them is kind of questionable at times. Because the last vehicle, which was identical to this one, with I'm just gonna say minor damage, they totaled it, and I had to get a whole new car. But when they gave me a rental to go find a new car, they gave me a week to do that. Yes, I'm aware I'm getting attacked. So I wasn't too happy about that. I had literally a week to find a new car, which was just absolutely ludicrous. And no, I'm not trying to summon ludicrous. Uh, anyway, that this has now come to pass, so I know I've got things to take care of on there. They are going to figure out the processing on that, and then we'll get that situation taken care of. Honestly, until he actually called just then, I'd forgotten about that. It is something that I need to take care of, though, but it's not anything that I'm like overly concerned with. But back to this. I really want to hear other people's like opinions. Like, what do you think I should try in this? I mean, I've never really streamed me playing Summoner, but considering we're on a completely different system as far as playing, I don't want to play Summoner, but I feel like Summoner is going to be like a lot easier to play this. I think probably, I'm not really sure which one's going to be the hardest to try and do with this kind of control setup. Warrior is going to be problematic because Warrior requires like I think like 3 different weapons to play successfully, because you got to have a close range, a mid range, and then you have to have a speed item. So something that does medium damage but hits somewhat fast, something that does small damage but hits really quick, and then something that does large damage but doesn't really, it's very slow. Um, and one of those is the yo-yo. The yo-yo is a fast-hitting item. It's not very powerful. It's kind of like this this mace. I'd rather, like, before they made whips a thing, I used this mace, like, quite a bit on my other shaman, on my summoner, quite a bit. And then they came out with the whips, and the whips were just so much better as a weapon for the summoner. Are we gonna be able to do this? Because I see things, like, flying below me. I think just barely. Actually, it's gonna have to end there. Oh, look, there's 10 here, too. And that is actually a lot of water we're collecting now. No, stop that. I'm glad they were smart about the way you mine. Because that prevents, like, so many problems, the way they set that up. Okay, we're not going to be able to do all that direction, but... Yay. Loom. Oh, we don't have space. Let's say, how many of those can we actually take? Oh, that's because we've already, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense now. Used for crafting cloth. Where? Wrong button. Okay, so all of our... It's here, so let's just go ahead and... Yeah, so now we can make silk. And a whip. So, gentlemen's, we got... Go away. Okay, we got the robe, we got gray swim shorts, bikini bottom, red swimsuit, green shorts. Gentlemen's, we got a zombie, like, pushing me around. Y'all are, like, annoying the crud out of me right now. I was trying to see... Well, we're not going to be able to do that. We've got to fend off a zombie invasion. I got a lot of stuff in my inventory still, and you all are just gonna drive me absolutely crazy, aren't you? Okay, I don't know what these banners are for, because as far as I know, we go here to get our banners. Are we done? Can I get back to actually like playing instead of having to constantly fight? No, that's not how Terraria works. Oh, hello, Ali Gain? Gang? Hello, Ali. Or does it say Alu? I don't know. As many other famous YouTubers and streamers say, mispronouncing your name is a service that I provide free of charge. And see, I think that one is new, because I don't think that particular whip existed the last time I played it. Because I think they added this as a low-level summoner weapon. Because they initially added the whips, and I don't remember what the first one is that you get, but it wasn't like, some of the other weapons where you can just go and get material and then make your first upgrade. No, the summoner had it a little bit rougher as far as that's concerned. Hmm. Oh, finally. That was honestly starting to get really annoying. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. Because that's not something we hugely need. Okay, that doesn't do me any good. Oh, okay, so we need to make an actual bedroom. The table. Is it gonna take Feywood? We're not gonna be able to do that. I'm not gonna be able to do the bamboo. I do want to put a little bit fancier door. Okay, cool. We're just gonna do this. Oh my god. It won't let me do that. Natural walls in this bedroom need to be replaced. Okay. so it won't let me. Yeah, it's still teleporting me over here. Okay. I must be missing something there because I don't remember not being able to do that. Well, I mean, we got a bedroom. There you go. We got a bedroom there. Even if we can't really use it properly, we got a bedroom. That's not what I meant to do. No, let's. Where are the shurikens and things? They're over here. What was I thinking? The TNT. That needs to go. I thought I was putting. Am I crazy on that? No, I'm not. I'm just blind, is what it is. Actually, that's not one of them we need here. There we go with that. And I'm not really sure what to do about the whole water situation. Because we got that entire area of water that we really, really, really need to move to continue the elevator. And to continue, like, locking out that particular crimson. so we gotta do all that. And I know, it's slow going. But that's just how this game is. It's slow. It's a lot of, like, build up in order to fight anything. You can't just go into it willy-nilly and expect to win. There's a lot of prep work that needs to be done. A lot. Trust me, when I say that this is the grindiest game that I own, I am not joking. And I'm, like, really, really contemplating, like, exactly what is the best move here. Oh, there's already zombies getting in. Or did it spawn off camera? I also gotta be thinking about, like, making houses for the, all of the villagers. Because right now we don't have, like, any of them. It's because I've been putting it all. This is just prepping the area. This is not, like, we're not actually doing much here. I can't believe it won't let me use the blocks to replace the blocks as far as, like, the background is concerned. That's odd. Like, I'm pretty sure I've done that, like, a million times in the PC version. Oh, hi. You know, the other thing about not playing Summoner is one of the classes that I love to play in Path of Exile is Necromancer. So, I mean, we're already, like, that's a lot of similar characters we're playing in very different games if I do that. And yeah, I know, I'm all over the place. It's because I'm trying to think, like, what's going to be the best option. That's why I'm just kind of grinding away at stuff here. We're not really doing anything. We're not going off in search of anything. There is a bit of stall, I will admit that. I will admit I am stalling. Trying to think, like, what... With these kind of controls, like, how hard are some of the bosses going to be? Oh, come on. I mean, that's one way to get away from a zombie. Definitely not the correct way, but that's one way to get away from them. Why are you wanting to go? Like, what the heck? Can we not? I don't know why that wouldn't let me put a torch there. I mean, one of the things you can do is make a torch room. And for some weird reason, it wouldn't let me place that torch just now. I need to look up, like, where do you get the slime stuff? You know what? I need to pull that up. We need to see the gear progression and try to make some decisions now. So we got a pet dirt block now. I'm actually like good with that because that's not quite as annoying as the fish. I'm not really supposed to do this with my laptop. My laptop's not meant to go online. Uh, okay, so we can't do this. We gotta be able to fight the boss for that. Go away. So what it's actually saying is we need no. I'm looking for what do we need in what order? Because it looks, according to what I'm looking at, we've already got the armor. Until we get to like a few bosses in, we've already got the armor we need. So the question is, what do we need as far as weapons to take on the first couple of bosses? We haven't gotten any of the arena built either, so I used to know where this is at, too. Because I played it so much, I was constantly pulling up the summoner list to see, like, okay, I need to go here and get that, because I could never memorize this stuff. Uh-oh. That's not good. I thought it was this layer. I was wrong about the layer. Ow. Go get him, little bird. Considering that that's a level 1 summon. Yeah, so from what I can tell, we just need to get weapons. And we should be able to fight at least a couple of early game bosses. Yeah, we really need to get more of the Crimsonite, or whatever it's called. Oh, this is going to drive me absolutely crazy. So basically, we need to find more of this stuff and get a couple of weapons. We already have the armor because it suggests platinum armor, gold armor, and gladiator armor, so we're good there. If we're going magic. That needs to be down there. How do we get this? So that's the wrong, we can't get that one. It's gonna have to be the Blood Butcher. So the Blade of Grass is also a really good one. Jungle. Where is my jungle? Is it over on this side? No. Must be on the other side. Yeah, it's over here. So we gotta go to the jungle. Okay, this has got to go away. Because we made these by accident. And so let me try something real quick. Let's take that. Natural walls in the bedroom need replacing. Natural walls in the bedroom need replacing. Okay. It is not letting me set this as my home. That is super annoying. All right, let's go on over here. Oh, that was absolutely genius. I jumped right into it. I don't think we're gonna have too much to worry about either. No. Why did it do that? Why? Why? That is not what I did. I was wondering why the game didn't switch items. So I scrolled over and activated it again, and that's when it switched way over there and activated that one. I was like, why? Like I hit the trigger to go here, it didn't move. I was like, okay. So I hit it again and then held that down, and that's when it just automatically went over there. That didn't make a lick of sense. What does it mean by natural walls? It doesn't make any sense. What I need to do is make like a room down there that is it's a trap for the gnomes. They walk in there, they're automatically like stoned. You know, on this, I still don't understand why I can't break the background with this hammer. I should be able to. Actually, it doesn't mention that. So maybe it's not until you beat the wall of flesh that you get one that can do that. You know, another thing we need to do is build a, not really an elevator, but a path across everything. We got a lot to build. No, that's not what I'm trying to access. Okay, fine. Please do not do that again. See, that's another thing. Like how, like getting to your potions and activating those is going to be a giant pain. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to do some of this stuff. Okay. Ow. See, that thing should not be there. Nope. I saw it. I couldn't jump in time. Nope. Nope. So we're gonna end up dying again here. Yep. We are not ready for that. I mean, we should be. We've got platinum armor, but let's see. We only got like one stinger. We need a lot more than one stinger for that. Hmm. Is that a real thing? It is a real thing. Oh my god, that is a real thing. You can actually do that. Yeah, so according to that, in order to get the next level of flail, we've got to be able to get, I keep calling it a flail, the next level of mace, we got to be able to get the corruption or crimson one. It actually suggests the corruption one. We don't have corruption. We've got um, crimson, so we can't do that. I don't even know how you get a spear. I don't even really care about the spear. It doesn't suggest anything for armor, though. I mean, we've got, like, the best armor we can get right now. Okay, so we really need to get down to... Okay. I don't see a way around this. We've got to make an elevator. The only reason I haven't continued on the area over here that we are working on is because we got that huge area of water directly below it. Now, we do have a problem here with this desert because this desert is partly corrupted. So what I am thinking is we are going to go right here. And just start digging. No, I want you to go there. Because it sounds like we need to get down to... We need to get down to the hell level. Wait, are we digging into the temple? We shouldn't be able to do that. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything in there. Okay, see, this is a problem. It's weird that we dug right through the pyramid. I didn't think you could dig through any of those until you get the hard mode items. That's really odd and very interesting that we can do that. See, this is why we really need to make a water reservoir. Because otherwise, we're going to start coming into, like, water pockets, and we're just going to end up dying of drowning constantly. I've been down this route before, so I know what happened. Can you tell? I think what I need to do here... This is one of the things that will come in handy later, too. Okay, we do have a slight problem here. Okay, it doesn't look like it's that big of a room. So, I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. I was thinking that this is an issue, because that means wherever that water is going to go, we're going to lose it. I do need to empty those buckets up. And this could be the start of our water reservoir. Now, I'm curious if anybody out there knows why you would need a water reservoir. It's a very stupid, simple reason, but why would you need it? And it's not because you're gonna drown doing a water vader. It's just something we need in order not to drown. And it's kind of a simple little thing for why you would need something like this. And I'm just curious if anybody out there even knows why you would need it. And if you've had a think on it and you're like, okay, I've got an answer for you, go ahead. When this is on YouTube later, go ahead and leave me a reason. Why do you think you would need a water reservoir? I'm going to tell you. So go ahead and pause it. And if you're like live watching this, which it doesn't look like we have any live viewers at the moment, I'm still a little bit confused on that, whether or not we actually have people live, but I am going to go ahead and tell you. So the whole purpose of a water reservoir isn't to store the water. It's to have water readily available for converting lava into explosions. That's exactly what it's for. So you can convert water into explosions. Yep, that's exactly what it's for. Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. Wow. Well, that saved me a ton of digging. That's one of the quick ways to make your elevator too, is get a lot of explosives. And just blow your way down through the layers. But yeah, it's simply just to give you a place where you can freely make obsidian. So you make a water chamber to store all the water that you find, because if you don't, it will actually fall into the hell level and it'll evaporate. It's kind of like when you place water in the nether in Minecraft. Same kind of deal. It'll evaporate if it goes down that far. So a better thing to do with it is to save it and then have a conversion chamber for you to take because you're going to end up having to collect some lava, but you can take the lava and convert it into obsidian and use the obsidian for whatever it is you're doing. And in our case, I want to make our boss platform, our arena, I want to make it out of obsidian, which means we're going to need a lot of obsidian, which means we are also going to need a lot of water and a lot of lava and a very, very big place to store it all. And basically the way it works is you don't actually put the lava into the water, because that will create a layer of obsidian, and then a layer of obsidian and lava. So then you can't like go down and get the obsidian. So what you actually do is you make a vat for lava, and then you take some of the water and pour it in there. And as you're mining out the obsidian, you're making it to where the water is just going down and you're doing nothing. You're not in any kind of danger. And there we go. That is probably the start of our water reservoir. Where'd all the buckets go? All right, let's get back to it, shall we? Quit it. Another thing we might put here. That way you've got a little spot here to heal. Yeah. let's get back to digging. Dig a hole, dig a hole. Wait, did I accidentally make 2 of those? Let's see, here we go with the water that I was, like, talking about. Actually know where that's going, and it looks like we're going to end up going straight through a house here. I hear ducks. You know, I am forgetting. Oh, this is like perfectly lined up with this. Oh no, we're gonna pass through this. I think we are. Hold up. Actually, we didn't. We did not pass through. Yeah, we did. That's gonna be a lot of water. So we're gonna do this a different way. Yeah. I hate you so much. You've just got to go. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. We gotta empty our inventory a bit. Those doors are an issue. And it's not just the inventory we need to empty. So let's quickly do this. I said let's quickly do this. And over here as well. Not sort. Ugh. And then I've got to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. No, this is not the right one. This one is. How do I have these organized? Tin, tungsten, silver, gold, copper. That was an easy fix. Let's go ahead and put that there, this here. I don't know what to do about you. See, I didn't tell it to go down just then. I don't know what to do about this. So we're just gonna put it there. Not really sure what to do about the dirtiest block. Oh, so I can use that from my inventory. Okay. We're not gonna have it on the hotbar anymore. I really, really want a light pet. I'm not really sure which one I want either. There's a couple of them that are like really, really work, and then there's a couple of them that just don't. Are you? Are you serious right now? How do I gotta figure this out real quick. Uh, it says ZL. That it's telling me that the bed is not in a valid place, so I did not mean to do that. I was trying to grab the wall. Well, the good thing is we're building up enough. Um, we're building up enough grave markers to eventually make a grave site. Ow, really? Uh, Oh my god. Like, really? And this is one way you can get down. And we're back to mining out this tunnel. Because, like I said earlier, we really need to get down to the ground level, or down to the hill level. Basically, that just allows you to see. You just throw down a glow stick, and it'll fall all the way down with you until it stops working. Really cool little trick you can do there. I haven't really watched any Terraria streamers, so I don't know if that's a known trick or anything. I mean, it has to be. Like, that's too simple, too stupid simple not to be something people do. Uh-oh. You can see we got this whole big area here now for water, so. And that should be fine with the water on that side. We don't have to worry about it too much, being that it's over there now. I was about to say, how far of a drop is this going to end up being? Uh-oh. This is going to use up all of our buckets. Probably multiple times. And all the way back up. This does get monotonous after a while. Just be prepared, because this is a long, like I said, this game is a long grindy thing, and we're not even like halfway through. We haven't even hit the mushroom layer. We definitely need more buckets though, because that's gonna take forever with just What you got for me? Skin leopard, fancy dishes. You got a stopwatch. Displays how fast the player is moving. Consumable food, lawn flamingo, vanity. I don't know who this is. Okay. We had 2 merchants here at some point. I don't know how many buckets can I make? We can make a few more. So there's 70. Yeah, we can make up to 80 buckets safely. And then we still got some iron left over. Not that we really need iron. Oh, so we could make this whip. Oh, that's interesting. Provides light when worn. Increases movement speed and acceleration. Provides light when worn. This really only gives us the light in the water, so that's not really useful 100% of the time. Slowly regenerating life is always useful. I really want to get the sword though. 23 melee damage as opposed to what do we have right now? 19. Which is not a huge deal, but this. So how much does that require? That requires 12. This requires 10. We don't have enough for both. I wouldn't mind getting the whip too. I think, you know, we're good on pretty much everything as far as weapons. We can wait on the weapons. This giving us light, so increases movement speed and acceleration, provides light when worn, a brief light in my dark life. So this gives us bonuses like all the way around. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna replace this one. Oops. This has been useful, but that's like not extreme. What was the bonus on this one? Plus 3% movement speed. So we even got a bonus to movement speed there. Yeah, look at that. You can actually see us now, so that's going to be a heck of a lot better for us. I don't even have to hold a torch now. Oh. I forgot about that again. I need the, like, safe fall item. So I'm constantly forgetting about that. When we get deep enough, we're not going to be doing this anymore. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, we don't want to mess with her. That's not a lost child. Or it says lost girl. It's not a lost girl. That's I think it's a nymph. Okay, we got a slight problem here. This is always a problem. Where are my... That's not going to be exactly right, but that should help avoid, like, not being able to get through this stupid door here. I wonder if we can use that thing for any other kind of crafting. Like, can we combine that with anything else? Because I'm not entirely sure we can or cannot. Let's put you back there. Let's put these back over here because we really, really need that. All right. And yes, I'm well aware there are jewels there. I am not going to worry about it. The only thing I am worried about is if we end up like crashing through a very big cavern. It's going to take forever. With these controls, it's going to take forever to place the, not the scaffolding, but the wall. Which isn't actually a wall, it's just stone. Speaking of which, like literally as I said that. Oh my god, really? Go. Hold that thought, because I see this. Was that another drop there? That's another drop. Oh, the joys of starting off with a fresh character. Like, I would love to have some wings about now. I'd also love to have no drop damage. Sorry, no drop damage, no fall damage. Yay, here we go. I'm guessing dinner is being prepared. We will have to get off of here in a minute. And we will come back to this in a couple hours. We got a long way to go for this elevator, though. Long way to go. It's like, how far can I zoom out? Oh, well, okay. Maybe not as far as I thought. We're roughly about halfway with what little bit we've dug in the short amount of time. We've dug about halfway through the world. So maybe we'll be able to get it done a little bit quicker. Maybe. I'm not really sure how much quicker we'll be able to get through it. Okay, hold that thought, because oh, I hear more water. Oh, wait, what is that down there? I was about to say, if we found our first thing of lava, I don't think that's lava. That might be more... Nope, that is definitely lava. We have definitely found lava finally. I'm actually surprised it took us so long to find lava. I think it's here. And I would be wrong. I'm not sure I want to go any deeper right this second. And so we got 11 buckets of lava right now. Like I said, we will probably come back to this later tonight. I'm not sure this is where I want my water because it's so far away from the main base. But at the same time, we could easily make a tunnel all the way over there. In fact, we may end up doing that. That new amulet's gonna come in so handy. And I'm wondering, like, can we do anything with that? We gotta move him at some point because he's gonna be in the way. Once we really get going on building our arena. And then once we get to a point, I'm not sure what pickaxe we need, but we gotta start thinking about the Brain of Cthulhu too, because that's gonna require its own arena. Like there's at least 3 arenas we gotta build in specific places. Actually 4. 4 that I know of. So the first one is Brain of Cthulhu. You gotta build your own arena for Brain of Cthulhu. Um, the Wall of Flesh is technically another one, like some people may be thinking that one. No, you don't actually need an arena for that one. All you need is a platform that you can walk on. Because that boss is not exactly difficult compared to some of the others. It is a little bit more like, as far as like dodging and everything, it's a little bit more difficult, but it's not like you need a full-on arena with places to heal and things like that. No, you don't really need that. You just need to be able to outpace it, not let it catch up to you. However, there are others. So, yeah, so let's continue on. So, Brain of Cthulhu, we need its own arena for. Um, we need one for Skeletron, because the only way you can spawn Skeletron is over at the dungeon, so it's gotta be, he's gotta have a, he's gotta have an arena built over there. How did that thing even get down there? Another thing that's going to be handy towards that is getting all of the banners, because we're going to need a lot of banners for that. So we're going to be out like fighting stuff for like forever. All right. Like I said, we'll have to come back to this later. I'm literally going to save and quit right there, and I will see you guys in a couple hours. So bye for now. And what class do you think I should play as? Should we go as melee, do a fighter class, a ranger class, a mage class, or just go ahead and do the summoner? Because I really think summoner is going to work a lot better with a controller rather than mouse and keyboard. Anyway, I will see you guys in a few hours.